What's going on, Unreal Gang? Unreal Entertainment Gaming here, presenting Fan Mail of the Week, episode 30, 30 weeks later. My God, I really did not expect to go 30 weeks. I mean, this is the 30th week that I've done Fan Mail of the Week straight. That's over 34 hours of content that I've presented and brought to you guys. So, out of appreciation, I sacrificed 34 hours of my actual life to answer all of your questions. Now, before I answer everybody's question today, I just want to say I apologize once again if I don't answer your question. Remember, you guys do not understand how many questions I get per day. I get so many questions per day. I mean, one day I'm going to screenshot it and show it to you guys. But nonetheless, everybody, let's get on with the questions. By the way, I'm going to be wrestling this Sunday in New Jersey, so for those of you out there who want to see my match, expect to see it on Evolution Chronicles, or I might throw it up on here, so expect to see that. And please, guys, I ask for your support because one of my dreams in life, ever since I was a little child, was to be in the WWE, so that's why I'm an athlete now. I wrestle now, I train now, but enough about that. Let's get on with your questions, which is from Shoot3. Alright, sup bro, I love your vids. This is my first time doing this. Alright, question 1. Do you know where to watch Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods online? Ooh, that's a bad question. That's a very bad question, I'll tell you why. Question 2. Who do you think would win, Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta? Question 3. Who is your favorite wrestler? Question 4. Who is your favorite character in Dragon Ball Z? Last question, what is your favorite video game? P.S. Hi everyone, I'm Alright, thank you for your question, man. To answer your first question, I did not watch Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods online. I saw Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods in the worst copy, in the worst way possible. I saw it via bootleg DVD. For those of you out there who live in New York City, and I don't mean to be racist when I say this, but it's true. For those of you out there who live in New York City, whether it be the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, or Manhattan, then you know about the people that sell bootlegged movies. I just happen to have a friend named Timmy, and Timothy, same shit. Timothy and I watched it over at his house. We bought a bootleg copy of the movie. And when I say that the movie was terrible in terms of quality, the movie was terrible in terms of quality. If you go watch my Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods review, you will see that. I didn't understand everything. I actually didn't understand anything at all. My friend had to translate to me, and hopefully one day I'll get him on a video because he's a huge PC gamer, and he's not really big into the consoles, but he's huge into anime, and hopefully one day I'll get him on the show so he can tell you guys as well. But Timothy, if you're watching this, which I really do hope you are, I really do hope that you still have that DVD, because I really want to borrow it if and chance. Anyways, but you're asking me where you can watch it online. I personally don't know, and I personally don't care. Do you want to know why? It's simple. Because the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods DVD is going to be dropping this September. So guess what? In 2 months, you get to buy it on DVD and get to own it on DVD. So instead of searching for it online, in 2 months from now, you're going to have the damn DVD. So personally, I think you should wait. Contribute your money to Toei Animation and Funimation. Support the series of Dragon Ball Z. I've been saying it since day one. Support Dragon Ball Z. Remember, guys, back in the day, in what was it, around March and April, when I kept making the videos and I kept telling you guys to spread the videos? Guess what? It worked. My voice was heard. Your voice was heard. The petitions were signed. We made an impact. We did it. We, as a fan base, did this. We made this happen. If we didn't do what I told you guys to do, then we pretty much might have never had a Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods subbed or dubbed. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like you should do. You should wait until September. Now, to answer your second question, I believe Super Saiyan 4 Goku because he's experienced in that form. He has more moves, he has more techniques, and he has more willpower. Vegeta is more ruthless. Vegeta, if you want to look at them based on fighting skills, Goku knows every single martial art, while I believe that Vegeta only knows a little bit here and there. He's an elite Saiyan, yes, but he didn't learn everything, you know what I mean? Goku learned everything. He traveled to other world. You know, that's like receiving training from the heavens, you know? So I do believe Goku, but I do believe Vegeta would injure Goku really fucking badly. Can you imagine a 10 times Final Flash? Oh, good lord. To answer your third question, I don't really have favorites. I always say that, so that's how I know you're never watching my videos, but that's okay. Favorite wrestler, if I guess you could say currently today, I do have a handful of wrestlers that I like. I love Daniel Bryan. He's the best in the world at what he does. I like CM Punk. I like The Undertaker. I like The Shield, the Watt family. Who else do I like? I'm a big fan of Jay Lethal, and just stuff like that. So, in terms of past wrestlers, I would say the old school Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. The old school Kane, Stone Cold, The Rock. Who else? Actually, Cowboy Bob Orton. I loved him a lot. Bob Backlund. Who else? Ric Flair. Oh God, fucking yes, Ric Flair back in the day. Woo! But I would pretty much just say those guys. To answer your fourth question, who is my favorite Dragon Ball Z character? If you don't know this, then I don't know what to say. But yes, I guess you can consider this a favorite character. I love Goku to death, man. He's one of my favorite characters. But in terms of as a whole, I love Broly. I fucking love Broly. He's a fucking monster. Goku, Broly, Kid Buu, Cell, Vegeta. I love them all. I mean, how could you not love these characters? They're just unique, except for Yamcha and Chaozu. To answer your last question, what is my favorite video game? I do not have a favorite video game, so I can't really say. But will I have a favorite video game in the future? That's for the future to decide for me. But as of right now, I don't really have favorites. I do have a handful of games that I like, and that's pretty much that. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Matt Jenkins 2389. Hey Alex, what's up, man? My name is Matt, and I'm from Alabama. Wow, AJ Brandon, if you're watching this, I just made a new friend who also lives from Alabama. This is awesome. All right, and I finally know how to send fan mails. And people that don't know how to send fan mails, go to the About section, scroll down, and you will see Send Message. But anyway, on to the questions. I'll ask you easy questions. All right, here we go. Question 1. Why Saiyan not alive Z fighters wish everybody that by Frieza and the Saiyans was killed by him? That makes absolutely no sense, but I'm going to try my best to answer that. Question 2. Why 16 not alive Z fighters wish everybody that fight Cell and 16 was killed by him? Wait. What? You just repeated the first question. Question 3. Cell could have defeated Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. The reason why, because Cell could have made more Cell Juniors, and Cell Juniors would have been strong like Cell, and blast Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with Father-Son Kamehameha. Final question. Did you Dragon Ball Epsilon Episode 2 Majub look badass and Goten 2? By the way, the reason it takes so long to make more episodes because it's a long anime and other person anime. Okay, P.S. God bless you. Alright, thank you, man. God bless you too. To answer your first question, I really don't know how to answer that. From what I'm assuming you're asking is why aren't the Saiyans alive, and you wish that the Z fighters were to help the Saiyans fight Frieza. During that time period, there was nobody who can actually go against Frieza if you look at it. And even if somebody would, Frieza easily can just transform and just fuck you up. So I believe that there wasn't any Saiyan on that planet during that time period where he was actually going to be able to fight Frieza. It's just no way. To answer your second question, 16. This is what I believe. I believe that the Z fighters should have jumped Cell. We never saw the Z fighters ever jump anybody except for Broly. Broly was legitly jumped. He was jumped by Goku and Piccolo at the exact same time. He was jumped by Gohan and Trunks at the exact same time. Pretty much Broly got jumped and he beat the shit out of all of them. So why couldn't Super Trunks, Super Vegeta, Super Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, Tien, fuck Yamcha, why couldn't they just go ahead and just jump Cell, you know? I believe that they could have, you know, pulled something, you know, out of glory, but then again, I mean, Cell is really powerful. You cannot count this guy out. He is that much of a problem. So I believe either way, that would have been game over for everybody. To answer your third question, I believe that the Cell Juniors could not have had enough power to defeat Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I don't know if you saw this or not, but when Super Saiyan 2 Gohan encountered those Cell Juniors, they didn't stand a chance. They were getting pushed around. They got killed by Super Saiyan 2 Gohan easily. So even if Cell were to pop out like a million of them, Gohan would still decimate all of them. And there's no way, you know, these little guys can actually even hurt Gohan, because Gohan, you know, was at a level in which you cannot freaking touch him. I mean, you saw that shit clearly. And to answer your last question, Majub looked really beast. He was an adult. His hair was just amazing. I love Dragon Ball Epsilon. For those of you out there who keep asking me, yes, I do watch it. I hope you watch this video so you can understand that I watch it. But Dragon Ball Z Epsilon, I love it. I would love to be a part of that. You know, I'm a huge Dragon Ball guy. Like, I love that shit. But then again, that's not really up to me. It's up to them. So Dragon Ball Z Epsilon is just, or Dragon Ball Epsilon, excuse me, is just amazing. I hope they keep putting out more and more and more and more and more and more on a consistent level. But I mean, I support them fully, so I mean, I think it's a great thing to have. So that's pretty much that. But thank you for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from Duckman Land. All right, here we go. Hey Alex, hope you remember me. I just wanted to ask you some questions. By the way, you are a huge inspiration for my videos, dude. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I hope you keep going. All right, question 1. Who would you rather pick, Paul or a 300-pound rhino as your best friend ever? Oh my god. Question 2. Did you really take the above question serious? Maybe. Question 3. Why do you think Bardock isn't the first Super Saiyan? The evidence shows that. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just telling you. You just want to piss me off, do you fucking duck? All right, question 4. A serious question for once. How do you think Broly versus Super Perfect Cell would turn out? I think Cell would win. Question 5. How many pounds can you bench press on with 1 rep? Oh, so you're saying how much can I? What's my max? Question 6. What is the scariest feeling that you've ever experienced? It could be a movie, TV show, real life experience, anything like that. Question 7. Can you please watch the video I attached below? I made this video and it was dedicated to you. Ah, shit! Alright, I will. Alright, thanks for all the dedication to your subscribers like myself, dude. We all love you and your work. Don't ever give up, man. Thank you so much. I guess one day I'm going to have to stop this for a certain period of time because I'm going to be in the WWE. But I'm never going to stop this. Guys, listen to me real quick before I answer your questions. If I do make it in the WWE, don't unsubscribe to this channel. Don't just stray away. Trust me, I'll be on this channel more than you think. But when that day comes in the future, just to let you know, my videos, I will be doing a lot less of them because I'm going to be traveling on the road and whatnot. But I'm definitely going to bring you guys alongside me so you can see what's going on, along with other stuff as well. I mean, who says I'm not going to be doing gaming? Fuck that. I'm still going to do that shit even when I'm there. But to answer your first question, Paul or Rhino? Paul or Rhino? That's a very hard decision. I mean, you know what? Fuck you, Rhino! I'm picking Paul, man. Paul's my dude. Paul's one of my fucking boys, man. I ain't gonna abandon him for a Rhino. All right, I'll take the Rhino. All right. To answer your third question, well, not really a third question. He's not the first Super Saiyan. Damn it. All right. To answer your fourth question, I do believe Super Perfect Cell would have won. But then again, Broly would have I think Broly would have given Cell a huge run for his money. Broly's an absolute monster. To me, he's a maxed out Super Saiyan without a doubt. Just like a few hairs away from hitting Super Saiyan 2. But I do believe Super Perfect Cell would probably outclass Broly. In terms of strength, I think Broly got this. But in terms of speed and smarts, I think it's Cell, man. To answer your fifth question, how much is my max for bench pressing? 255. That's my max as of right now with 1 rep. To answer your sixth question, to sum it up like this, pretty much when I had a dream a very long time ago that I was on the rooftop with my friends, just looking on over to New York. There was a giant nuclear explosion. There was a nuclear bomb that hit the city. As me and my friends were running away to get back down, and I mean, we were pretty much dead. We saw the incoming blast heading our way. I pretty much got down on my hands and knees and I prayed to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then I swear to God, as the blast kept getting louder and louder, once I got hit with that blast, I woke up, and I'm telling you right now, I felt like my spirit was leaving my body. I shit you not, I have never been so scared in my entire life. I felt like my chest was caving in. I felt like something was leaving my body. I thought I was going to die in my dream, because it is possible to die in your dream. So I thought I was going to die in my dream, and I mean, it would have been oh my god, that was the worst experience, one of the worst experiences I ever had. To answer your seventh question, I will watch that video, so I hope you all enjoyed my answers, especially you. I hope you enjoyed the answers that I've given you, and thank you so much, my friend. Alright, on to the next question, which is from Jeffy. Alright, hi, sorry I came across this a little late. If I can't find you next to fan mail, that's fine. I just want to ask you a few questions. Alright, question 1. If Bills and Whis are gods of life and death, then what happens if someone dies in another universe and do they have to go, or okay, so you're saying what happens when they die. Alright, question 2. If you could be any Dragon Ball Z character or GT included and fan made, who would you be and why? Question 3. What if Goku and Vegeta did a Super Saiyan 4 Potara? Would they have won? Would they have won against who? Final question. What if Gohan found the Potara earring during the Buu fight with Goku and Vegeta doing Goku and Gohan doing the fusion? Would have been strong enough to beat Buuhan? What is that? Gokan or Gohanku? Thanks for taking your time to read my questions. Really means a lot. Have a nice day, Alex. Thank you. Have a nice day as well, Jeff. To answer your first question, I do believe that Whis offered Goku a position just in case he did kill Bills, and Goku declined. You can even go look that up. But in terms of what happens when they die, I'm not really sure. I mean, anything could happen at this point. It's Dragon Ball Z, for God's sakes. But at this point, I do believe that if somebody else dies in another universe, then that is their responsibility on the other side, not, you know, the person that is in another universe's responsibility. To answer your second question, if I could be any Dragon Ball Z character, well, if it had to do with the manga and actual anime, I would be Goku. If not Goku, I would definitely be probably Broly. In terms of GT, I would be Omega Shenron, and I would be Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. And in terms of fan-made, I would be Super Saiyan 5 Broly, Super Saiyan 5 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 5 Goku, Super Saiyan 5 Vegito, and I would be Exeor. To answer your third question, would they have won using the Potara earrings? Hell yeah. But I don't know who you're talking about, like, who they would have won against, you know? Like, if you're talking Omega Shenron, then yeah, they would have crippled Omega Shenron. That would have been the end of his existence. But definitely, they would have won for sure. And to answer your last question, if Goku and Gohan fused using the Potara earrings, they would be a lot stronger than Vegito. That fusion would be a lot stronger than Vegito, being that Gohan is a lot more powerful than Vegeta, so when you mix those two, you know, and you have hand-in-hand powers, you know, collide and just mix in with one another, you're going to have a very powerful character. So I do believe that Gohan and Goku's fusion would have been more powerful than Goku and Vegeta's fusion. But as always, thank you for the questions. I hope you enjoyed those answers. On to the next question, which is from Ilakukara. Hey Alex, what's up? A huge fan of your videos as well as your Mind Wars series. I even saw your Underwater Laboratory series. What the hell happened? That I can explain. Paul, it's your fucking fuck. Okay, question 1. If a zombie apocalypse happened, who do you think would be the worst zombies or people to have gone mad that they're alive? Okay, I see where you're coming from. Question 2. How does this name sound for a new Dragon Ball game? Dragon Ball Z, The Gods Unbound. I'll explain. Question 3. Have you noticed in every Dragon Ball Z game ever created, they never give Goku or Teen Gohan their Saiyan suits like Vegeta? Yes! You are right! Because if I recall, you wrote the had those on when they were training in the hyperbolic time chamber. You are correct. Question 4. About this Illuminati situation. Don't you think the world contradicts its meaning? The world has illuminated by definition it means enlightened, which is a good thing. That terminology goes much deeper than you can perceive, and I'll explain that right now, because they're not really called Illuminati anymore. Like the actual, well, I'll explain right now. Question 5. Ever thought about going to IKEA and getting a new goddamn chair? Yes, I have. I saw this one fucking chair. I'll explain. My God. Alright, question 6. I know you don't seem to like Obama, but have you ever thought about the position he's in? Yes, I have, and let's see. I mean, I have a tough time, too, if I were to clean up more than 10 years of chaos from previous presidents. Another thing, the guy is not going to get it done. All he said was he's going to try to get it accomplished because he's on his own. Why? Because Congress hates him. He's black. Anyway, thanks for answering my questions, man. Much love. Peace. P.S. I don't know who this Yamcha is, but he sounds a lot like Raditz. How disappointing. Yes. How disappointing. Fuck Raditz. P.S.S. I know you don't watch parodies, but please watch Team 4 Star. I do watch Team 4 Star. I watch Team 4 Star. I always watch the Legendary Super Swine. I know all about that shit. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha, you goddamn meat shield. He even has his own. Oh my God, you're right. All right. To answer your first question, what would happen if a zombie apocalypse happened? All right. You're saying who would go mad? Everybody would go mad. I'd go mad. I mean, it all depends. If the zombies were able to run incredibly fucking fast, like Dawn of the Dead / World War Z zombies, then listen to me. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many guns you have. I don't care if you have an airplane. I don't care if you have full metal, like, body armor along with shotguns, grenade, RPGs. You're eventually going to die. The running zombies have no stamina. They can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. While you, as a person, you're gonna run out of gas or whatever for your cars and vehicles, so you're screwed. Who would go mad? Everybody. Number one, everybody would steal, everybody would loot, everybody would commit murder because, number one, you wouldn't know in the beginning what's going on, so you just go crazy. But if a zombie apocalypse happened, I would give it about 2 to 5 years. Remember, listen to me. 2 to 5 years until mankind is lowered, like its population is lowered, and there's only about 1 to 2% left. The 97, 98, 99% would be wiped out. If a zombie apocalypse happened and these creatures were to reanimate their bodies after they die and come back and try to eat us all and kill us all, then we're screwed. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, these zombies are just absolutely insane. I mean, there's just no way. I mean, unless you have enough ammo to like last you 5 years and shit. To answer your second question, I don't believe that sounds really interesting, The Gods Unbound. I do believe that Battle of Z is good because the Battle of the Z Warriors and whatever. But if I had to pick my own title, I would have to say it could be Wrath of the Gods, Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Gods. That sounds pretty legit for a game. To answer your third question, I did notice that, but also I believe that the reason why they never actually showed it within any of the games is because, actually, I don't know, they showed it in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I believe. But the only reason why they didn't show it as much is because it was only for like an episode that they showed it in, you know? So really, why show much if really nothing ever happened at all with that, you know? To answer your fourth question, the Illuminati, they're really known today as the Bilderbergs. I understand that Illuminati means illuminated, which that's an obvious, you know, terminology definition. And that's what makes them higher than us. They're more illuminated. They know more stuff. Like, if I were to throw this question at you, right? What is the government's, you know, top priority? You know, what are they good at? They're good at keeping information from us. That's why we have documents that are classified. They know, we don't. They're illuminated, we're not. They have the knowledge, we don't. So who's to say that these people actually, you know, have like these organizations and these meetings where they pretty much call the shots, you know? It's not impossible because it's proven. But they're not called the Illuminati. They have different terminologies, different names, such as the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg, you know, organization. You have Council of Foreign Relations. So it goes deep. It goes deep. I'm telling you right now, I can sit here and make a 20 million hour long Illuminati video. This subject touches more roots than, you know, grass. So it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. And especially if you were to look into what they're really doing, it's not good at all. To answer your fifth question, I actually thought about getting a new chair at IKEA, but those chairs were like fucking so much money, like $1,000. I saw like this one gaming chair. It looks unbelievably perfect until, you know, I pretty much saw the price and I pretty much cried inside. So it's pretty much that. To answer your sixth question, listen, Obama is not the leader of this nation. If Obama was really the president, things would have been different. And what I mean by that is the actual shot caller. You know, everybody has a boss. Even bosses have bosses. You know what I mean? So Obama has bosses. It's just... It doesn't reach Obama and stop. No, it goes beyond Obama. See, that's the whole speech. You bought into that. And I'm sorry to say that, but you were led to believe that this man was going to quote-unquote fix things, when in reality, he brought us into more debt. He released spy drones on the people. Why are you gonna fucking release spy drones on the American people? What the fuck are we doing? Obama killed more people using spy drones and these drones in the sky, you know, that had nothing to do with terrorists. It's fact. Like, I always used to watch this channel. I don't know about you guys, but it was always on like channel 4 or channel 6, where it was consistent politics, and people would bring up these, you know, information documents and all this shit, and really nobody really cares. That's the problem. Nobody fucking cares anymore. You know, I hate when people look at Obama and say, oh, well, the only reason why people hate him is because he's black. I don't give a fuck about his race. I don't care if Obama's black. I don't give a shit if he's white. I don't care if he's Asian, if he's Mexican, if he's Palestinian. I don't care if he's from fucking Mars. Get the job done. But he can't because he has bosses. Fucking bosses. This is why John F. Kennedy was the real president. He was a real motherfucker until he got assassinated, which was planned, which was obviously all documented and disclosed. But JFK didn't want to follow his boss's orders. He wanted to abolish the government system in terms of, you know, the Federal Reserve and all that kind of stuff. And he pretty much paid the price. He even made his last speech. I challenge you right now, Mr. Clark, to go look up his speech. Type in John F. Kennedy's final speech or Secret Society speech. This man said it all. He said it all. And within a couple of days, bang, he dies. What a coincidence, right? Everything in this world has to do with coincidence. Everybody, I swear to God, if Jesus Christ himself were to come down from the heavens, people would say, well, it's just a coincidence that a man is coming down from the sky. Or maybe if like fucking we saw Planet X or some shit, or we saw like this planet hurtling by, or whatever the case may be, or if there was something in the sky, people would say, well, it's just a coincidence. Not a fucking coincidence, man. Everything has its reasons. Everything has its purpose. Obama was put there for a reason. Do I believe he's a good man? Yes. Do I believe he's doing the right thing? No. Do I believe he's going to speak out and actually, you know, support the American people the way he actually wants to but can't? No. I mean, I'm not judging him because he's black. I have a lot of black friends. I'm judging him based on his political decisions, based on his political affiliations. That's what I'm judging Obama by, and that's why I don't like him, because he's a sellout. Not because he's black, it's because he's a sellout. He sold out to the CFR. He sold out to these companies. He sold out to these mega corporations. He put the banksters in front of us, point blank. My God, I mean, that's how it is with Obama, and I mean, I can't stress that enough. I really wish things were different, but man, this world, oh my God. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question is from Miguel Martinez. Hey Alex, how you doing? My name is Hugo. It's here, but in Spanish. Okay. I'm a 15-year-old singer. I was born in Pennsylvania, but I'm currently living in Mexico. I've been watching your videos since last year, but I've made myself a YouTube account, so this is my first time sending you fan mail. I start off by saying that you're amazing, you're funny, and I always laugh at your videos. Okay, on to the questions. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. All right, question 1. What is your daily routine? Do you recommend for gaining muscle mass? Okay. Question 2. Have you ever played the Shin Budokai games on the PSP? Question 3. Have you ever played Dragon Ball Z Tap Battle for the Android? If you haven't, check it out. It's awesome. Question 4. I know you love horror movies, so I wanted to let you know if you've seen the Curse of Chucky trailer, and what is your opinion about it? Question 5. Family Guy or the Simpsons? Question 6. Could it be the legendary Super Swine? I don't know, Hugo. Can it be the legendary Super Swine? God bless you, Alex. You're awesome. Keep up the great work, and I hope your dream comes true being WWE. Thank you, man. I really do hope that your dreams are fulfilled as well, and I really appreciate everything you've just told me. So, to answer your first question, daily routine: eat, 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 eat. That's it. Just eat a lot of food and just consume calories, and that's pretty much that. The more you, well, actually, also the more you eat, you have to eat good. You can't just eat crap. You can't just eat everything you find. I, for one, I don't have any abs because I'm trying to increase mass, which is kind of bad in a sense, because I really do want to, you know, have abs, but I need to put a little bit more effort into that, and I will have abs, but I just need to slow it down with the food a little bit. I gained a tremendous amount of weight. I'm bigger now than I was last year, but certainly just eat a lot of food and just work your ass off, man. To answer your second question, Shin Budokai, I never played it because I never owned a PSP, so really I can't really have any comment on that because I don't have a PSP. And also that goes for the third question as well. I can't really say that because, number 1, I don't have an Android, and number 2, I never played the game. So to answer your fourth question, Curse of Chucky, I saw the trailer. I actually kind of found it enjoyable. I, for one, feel like they shouldn't continue out off of Child's Play 3. I do believe that they should remake Chucky completely from Child's Play 1. Incorporate what they did inside of the Chucky trailer, but don't have it to where it's a freaking sequel to the third one. I mean, come on, man. I found it quite interesting. You know, Chucky he looked a lot different. He looked a lot better, actually, now that you think about it. But certainly, nonetheless, he just looked amazing. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. To answer your fifth question, Family Guy or The Simpsons, I would have to say The Simpsons, simply because I enjoy the Treehouse of Horror, and I always found The Simpsons to be a little funnier because growing up, I always used to watch The Simpsons. Family Guy is great too, but to me, between the two, I think it's The Simpsons. And could it be the legendary Super Swine? It could be, I don't know. It might be the Super Swine. We have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Scream at the Bugs. Alex. I'm disappointed in you, bro. What? If you recall Fan Mail episode 7, you said it'll be a cool thing to hang out with subscribers. I'm waiting, dude. LOL. I'm trying to hang out with you and Paul and Sean before you become busy and September start because all the new games coming out. I'll explain right now. All right. Question 1. I was thinking, what would you do? In What If Battle if a modded Super Saiyan 3 Vegito versus a Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta with Paul's help if you want to see which one fused Super Saiyan 3 will win the battle. Keep up the great work, man. Just hit me up when you're ready to hang out and I will find you. Oh, God, LMAO. You suck, sweet voice. Yamcha. Welcome to Oblivion. I fucking love that quote. All right, to answer your statement, I actually have I've hung out with subscribers before. I hung out with Reggie from 101R Smith. I hung out with my friend Joel from, what was it, A Knight's Tale or 106 or something like that. I hung out so far with 2 subscribers. So I can't really say that I'm not going to hang out with anybody because I already hung out with 2. And they both got videos on their channels of me. So, really, I mean, this has to come in with planning. Because it took me a while to go see 101R Smith. It took me a while to go see Joel. So, in terms of you, we just need to plan something out, and just I'm definitely up for it. Paul isn't, because Paul is a little bit under the scrutiny of his mama. Well, not really, but he pretty much has limits. I mean, he doesn't really want to, you know. I mean, last time I asked him, he was like, nah, not really. I was like, all right, cool. So I mean, if he wants to come, he can come along with Sean, but it's really up to those 2, not me. And to answer your question, I mean, I might as well just answer it off the back. I mean, I do believe Vegito may be stronger, but like I said, if Gogeta never had a timer, I do believe he would win, man. If Gogeta never had a timer, I think Gogeta can pull some fucking shit out of his ass that can legitimately put Vegito in harm's way. But then again, as Super Saiyan 3s, that would be awesome to see, especially in the actual manga and anime. But one can only dream, right? You know, so. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Dragon Ball Woman. First, Monday the 15th is my birthday. I'm turning 15 and I hope to see this message, and I have a couple of questions. Alright, question 1. I love Goku, but why does he toy around with his enemies? Question 2. Bills is a god of destruction, right? So why does he have to test Goku and the fighters? Question 3. Do you think there will be any more uncanned movies or episodes of Dragon Ball Z? P.S. I hope a Super Saiyan God Gohan or a fusion of the 2 gods. Well, I wish that would be, you know, possible. I wish that the gods were fused, or I wish they brought back Vegito or Gogeta, but, you know. Well, just first off, let me just say happy belated birthday for one, Mr. Batman. But to answer your first question, it's very obvious because Goku even admitted that when he fights, he loves to test his opponent. He loves to actually go the distance and actually fight his opponent to see how far he can go and how far his opponent can go. That right there is just, you know, it's undeniable. And the proof, you want to see proof, when he fought Kid Buu. Towards the end, he admitted to Vegeta that he could have destroyed Kid Buu as a full-powered Super Saiyan 3 in the beginning, but he wanted to drag out the fight so Vegeta can have a shot. So, to answer your second question, why did Bills test Goku and the Z Fighters? Simply because Bills wanted to see if the Super Saiyan God existed or not. That's why he had to test Goku and the Z Fighters to see if they were going to accomplish that. Bills wanted to see the form for himself. He wanted to actually push Goku to see if, you know, the form was strong enough to defeat him. It didn't. Well, it worked to a certain extent, but in the end, Bills won, and pretty much everybody else was left in the dust. And to answer your last question, uncanned movie and episodes. I mean, I personally would love to see that because that's what I think we need, is more uncanon stuff. We need to see things that are part of the, you know, canon story rather than just not being canon at all. Personally, for me, Battle of Gods being canon, I love it. I think they should continue. But ultimately, it is up to Akira Toriyama. So, I mean, if they do something, I hope it's good. If not, then I guess we're all going to be left in the dust again. So, but thank you for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from Cubemonics30, but not before I have my Gatorade real quick. Hold on. Ah, crap. I have to have a drink real quick. Oh, my God. This is the greatest fucking Gatorade ever. What is this? X Factor Lemon Lime plus Strawberry. Yes! All right. Hello, Alex. I have some questions for you. Question 1. All right, here we go. Do you have any ninja games? Question 2. Have you been doing a full walkthrough on Batman Arkham Origins or GTA 5 or other stuff take up all your time? Question 3. Which DBZ game has the best graphics and which one had the best gameplay? I don't have all the games, but I've seen people play them. For me, I think the one with the best graphics is Burst Limit. You said once the ones with the worst graphics have the best gameplay, so I want your opinion. Question 4. Will you be playing any more old games like San Andreas or Vice City, but not a GTA game, like old games for GameCube, PS2? I was born 1 year before those consoles came out. Question 5. What is your favorite DBZ saga and DBZ movie/special? Question 6. Have you seen the new Dragon Ball Z Absalom Episode 2? It came out a few days ago. Special, I suggest you watch it. Here you go. I already saw it. Question 7. Do you think half of some YouTuber subscriptions are fake? I think about it. Was that 90? Has 9 million subscribers, but almost every video it takes him about 4 months to get 5 million views. Like every YouTuber that has that good amount of subscribers gets 25% of views out of their subscribers on each video. That's my opinion. What do you think about that? Thanks for your time. P.S. Here's the Dragon Ball Z Battle of God website. All right, thank you so much, Cubonics. All right, to answer your first question, do I have any ninja games? I had Ninja Gaiden, but I had to sell that game. I feel bad. Ninja Gaiden was like one of the best games ever, but personally for me that was just Ninja Gaiden. To answer your second question, will I be doing a full walkthrough on Batman Arkham Origins, GTA 5, and stuff like that? Will it take up a lot of my time? Actually, I really don't care about time. Time is a man-made thing. You do what you want with time, right? Personally, guys, as a YouTuber, as an athlete, I get no sleep. I run about 4 to 5 hours of sleep every single day. Now, I know that isn't healthy for me, but listen, I am a workhorse. I work at my real-life job, which is at the stupid bank. I hate that shit a lot. I work there. Then I have to go to practice and train my ass off, which is something that I love to do, but it just burns my body out completely. Then, on top of that, I come here, which I love doing this, and I love presenting all the latest games to you guys. I love actually showing you guys things from my perspective, bringing you guys what-if battles, let's plays, walkthroughs, playthroughs, funny stuff, arguments, and all that kind of stuff. I love sharing that because I know for a fact that if I make one person laugh and if I make one person's day, then I've done my job. I don't see, why a lot of these other YouTubers don't contribute, but you know what? They do what they do, I do what I do. That's what makes us different. As for GTA 5 and Batman, I will be doing walkthroughs, so you will see very soon. To answer your third question, best DBZ game with graphics, it definitely has to be Burst Limit with graphics, hands down. Best DBZ game in terms of action gameplay, sort of say, would be between Raging Blast 2 and Budokai Tenkaichi 3. But I would say Budokai Tenkaichi 3 because you can do a lot more, I guess you could say, in a sense, in a respectable sense. But I do wish that they created a Budokai Tenkaichi 4 with a bigger roster, with a sort of like a character creation mode, what if characters and shit like that. That'd be awesome. Worst Dragon Ball Z game was Dragon Ball Z Sagas for the Xbox, the original Xbox. It was terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much that. To answer your fourth question, will I be doing old school games? You will see very, very soon on what I will be doing. I mean, I did San Andreas, I did Vice City, and I did Evil Dead. What's next? Oh man, are you guys in for a surprise? To answer your fifth question, favorite DBZ saga was definitely the Kid Buu saga. Favorite movie was the Broly movie and the Janemba movie, and special, I would have to say the Bardock special. To answer your sixth question, I already know about Dragon Ball Epsilon. All of you guys keep talking about it when I already know about it. I already seen it. It was awesome. I just feel like it was a little short. And to answer your seventh and final question, I do believe that a lot of these YouTubers have fake accounts. But then again, you know, who doesn't, you know? Whatever they do on their free time, I guess they do on their free time. Whether it be fake accounts, whether it be this, that, or the third, it doesn't really affect me. I don't really care. I'm happy for everybody's success. So I just do what I do because I love to do what I do, and if anybody hates what I do, I really don't understand why. But hey, I mean, I guess you chose to go down that path. But thank you for your questions, man. Greatly appreciated. On to the next question, which is from Killer Xbox 10. What the hell? That is a great thumbnail. Hey, Alex, I've been subbing to you for a while now and got to say you make good videos, gaming videos, vlogs, and I hope you make it famous like Ali A, Syndicate, White Boys, 7th Street. You need lots of subs. Now, on to the questions. Thank you so much, man, but to be honest with you, I don't really care about fame. I really do hope that I become famous, too, because then I can benefit my family, and I can benefit my friends, and I can benefit you guys by doing more giveaways, and I can benefit my fucking community, because my community has been reduced to fucking shambles and poverty and gangs and hoes and crack addicts and drug dealers and potheads and shit like that. But I know that if I was making Syndicate, White Boy, Ali A money, I know I can make a difference for my neighborhood, because Lord knows we need more activities for these people out here in Brooklyn. But hey, what else can you do? Alright, question 1. Do you think that Super Saiyan God Gogeta can beat Bills? Question 2. What do you think will be the better Star Wars 7 or the Avengers 2? Oh, okay. Question 3. Who do you think should versus the Undertaker at WrestleMania 29? You mean WrestleMania 30, not WrestleMania 29. Question 4. What is World War Z about? Question 5. Did you know that the 4th DLC map pack for Black Ops 2 might be in France? Some people are saying that. Question 6. Someone needs to make a soundboard of you. It would be really funny. I would do it, but I don't know how to. Question 7. How is the chat? Fuck you! Alright, thanks. That is it, Alex. Thank you. I hope you get lots of subs, like 1 million. I think you should. Have a great day. P.S. Call of Duty Ghost will suck. I believe it will too. Thank you, man. To answer your first question, I definitely do believe that Super Saiyan God Gogeta can beat Bills. Without question. I mean, number 1, he's a fusion. Number 2, he's a god. So, when those two mix, you know shit is going to go down. Without doubt. I do believe Bills would actually pose a great threat against Gogeta. But I do think a Super Saiyan God Gogeta can get the job done. To answer your second question, by far, the Avengers 2. The Avengers 2, the Avengers 2, the Avengers 2, the Avengers 2. To answer your third question, the Undertaker's opponent for WrestleMania 30 either might be, The Rock, I hope. It might be John Cena, I hope. It might be Stone Cold Steve Austin, I hope. It might be, Brock Lesnar. I really don't fucking care about Brock Lesnar. Fuck him. Or it might be Daniel Bryan, which another opponent I wish that, you know, would go up against the Undertaker. But those are the characters that I would say would be going up against Taker next year. So I hope it does happen. Or maybe even Ultimate Warrior, or maybe Sting. You don't know. To answer your fourth question, what is World War Z about? To pretty much sum it up like this: apocalyptic scenario, zombies everywhere, infestations, infections, zombies eating people. Pretty much Brad Pitt goes around the world to try to find a cure and to try to find out where this thing started. You know, he comes to see that, you know, the whole entire population of the world is decreasing because of these zombies. And it's a great movie. I think you should go check out my review about it. It's called World War Z Review. You definitely would learn a lot about it. To answer your fifth question, France. That would be interesting, but what would be the story behind France? I personally would love to see the White House, but then again, you know, dreamers can't be beggars and beggars can't be choosers. So, to answer your sixth question, a soundboard of me. I wonder how that would sound like. That's all you would hear throughout the entire fucking video. Squid, fuck you! Wow, Yamcha! Ah! And shit like that. You know, I mean, I think that'd be funny. You just go online and start playing that shit. And to answer your seventh question, how's the chair? Well, right now, let me see something. Let me see if I can. Wait, I don't know if you guys can hear this. Listen. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but this chair is fucking horrible. I hate this chair with a passion. But thank you for your question, man. Always greatly appreciated. On to the next question, which is from the Gaming Taco HD. Hey, Alex, it's me again. Thank you for answering my questions last week. I was super excited when I heard my name, the Gaming Taco HD. Now on to the questions. Did your dick get hard? Imagine. Oh my god, I would get a little freaked out from that. All right. Question 1. Like I said last week, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know what I name it. Okay, I don't know if I should keep it the Gaming Taco HD or should I go with something different. The name was something I used before, like Xbox 360. You can add me, and people know me by that name. Or should I go with something different, like Stormclash HD? My other option. Tell me, what do you like better? Question 2. Can the HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition hook up to the laptop? Question 3. What is your favorite PC game of all time? Question 4. I remember you saying that you watched The Walking Dead, and so who is your favorite character and your favorite season? Thanks for answering my questions. P.S. Yamcha, you are the disgrace to the humankind. Why would Akira Toriyama create you? Yeah, exactly. Why? Why? Alright, PSS, have a nice day. PSSSS, my birthday is on the 20th. Oh, look at that. Happy birthday, Mr. Taco. Alright, to answer your first question, I really do think you should stick with the Gaming Taco HD. It just sounds different. You're a taco. You're a gamer who's a taco. A gaming taco. How awesome is that? And you're an HD. Fucking awesome. I mean, I would go with that name if I were you. Stormclash HD just doesn't sound... but to me, I'd rather prefer the Gaming Taco HD. To answer your second question right off the bat, yes, it can. It can hook up to your laptop, and it works perfectly. My friend Contagious Viper has one. To answer your third question, I actually do have a favorite PC game because I only played a few of them, and the few that I've played I loved, especially this one game called Slender. I love Slender so much. That is by far my favorite game for the PC. And to answer your last question, favorite character would have to be Shane. Up until when he died, and I love Rick because he actually has a heart and he can actually survive, and you know, he wants to do better for the people, not just himself, unlike Shane. But I love them both equally. Favorite season by far, season 2, because season 2 is when all the action happens, so that was pretty intense. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Andy Keller. Hey, Alex, I'm back with more questions, and thanks for answering my questions like last week. But on with the questions. All right, question 1. What do you think would be your favorite game between these two when they release? GTA 5 or Battle of Z? God damn it! Why'd you put me in that position? Question 2. What is your most surprising transformation in DBZ history? Question 3. When you were in school, what was your favorite class and why? Question 4. Do you think they should make a DBZ game where, like how GTA is, like free roam and you can do whatever you want? Question 5. What do you think is the greatest event in history? That's actually pretty hard to say. I can't really answer that. Well, those are all my questions for now. God bless and take care of Bear. Train him to become a legendary Super Saiyan God to defeat the Squids. Yes, he should become a Super Saiyan God to defeat the Squids. But thank you, man. To answer your first question, that's hard. I mean, out of favorites, I mean, that's really hard to say, but judging Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z and the way they're, you know, taking the game in terms of direction, there are no GT characters in it. There's no character creation in there either, so is the game going to be good? Yeah, but is it going to be better than GTA 5? I really don't know. I mean, I love Dragon Ball Z so much that I'm not willing to give up hope, sir. To answer your second question, most surprising transformation would have to be Super Saiyan 3, and this is why I say why. The reason why I say why is because I always thought that you can't go above a Super Saiyan 2 because a Super Saiyan 2 is an Ascended Saiyan. You're going way past your, pretty much most powerful form. So going from a powerful form to another powerful form to another powerful form, that pretty much shocked me because I was like, wow, Goku was the only one who was able to pretty much tap into the secrets on the Super Saiyan ability, because if you look at it, he was the only one that can, you know, do that naturally. Gotenks, he couldn't do that. I mean, unless he was a fusion, you know, Trunks and Gotenk couldn't even do that, you know, by themselves. They had to do it as a fusion. So pretty much it's just those two. We never saw Vegeta do it, sadly. We never saw Broly do it because he's not canon. So, I mean, that's pretty much the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. I think that was the most surprising. To answer your third question, favorite class in school, I mean, that all varied. I loved fucking gym, as everybody does, but mainly if we had to count real subjects, it would have to be English. I mean, I used to love writing. I still love writing till this day, nothing wrong with that. English, I would have to say, what was the other one I had? It had to do with like I forgot. What was it? I forgot what it was. Biology. I actually love that class just by talking to my friends and whatnot. I didn't really give a shit. But I mean, oh, and drama class. That was fucking amazing. I love that class so much. Drama class was the best one in high school. Simply because I loved English because we actually learned stuff from our teacher. Biology because we all used to just sit around and talk shit and do whatever we want. And drama, same thing. Sit around, talk shit, and get a grade for it, which was awesome. So, to answer your fourth question, they do have an MMO game like that. So, I mean, for them to do that and bring it on over to the consoles, that'd be pretty cool. But what would the concept be? You know what I mean? And to answer your last question, what is the greatest event in history? I can't really say that because there have been so many great things in history that you can't just sit there and say that there's one specific one that beats them all out. Because we as a species have done so much that, I mean, if you look at it from a certain standpoint, it's like, whoa, we've done so much that there is no such thing as there being the greatest highlight ever. It's just highlights, you know? So personally for me, there is no answering that question because it's impossible. The greatest moments of history happen every day. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Trunks Majin. Hey, Alex. You're an awesome YouTuber and person. I respect you a lot. You devote so much time to your fans, unlike the 90% of other YouTubers. It's a great feat. Now, on to the questions. Thank you, Mr. Friend. I hate calling you Trunks Majin. What is your name, sir? All right, question 1. What kind of god do you think I'm going to fight in my universe? How strong compared to the other guards and how I reach Super Saiyan God? Oh, okay, so I'm talking to Trunks, I see. Question 2. Would you want a sequel to The Amazing Dawn of the Dead? Fuck yes. Alright, question number 3. What is your favorite song by Disturbed? Question 4. Your thoughts on the police killing the dog here in California. Was it the one where they pretty much put that one guy in handcuffs and then the dog jumped out the car and was pretty much growling at the cops and the cops shot it? I saw that video. That was just brutal. Question 5. I challenge you to a 1v1 on Raging Blast 2. Oh, will I accept your challenge? Bitch, I more than accept your challenge. I welcome the battle. Because I am going to pull down your trunks and I'm going to insert my Vegeta inside of your rectums. Yeah. Thank you for reading my questions, man. You are close being my favorite YouTuber. Take care. Peace. Thank you so much, Mr. Trunks. All right, to answer your first question, what kind of god do I think you're going to fight in your universe, Mr. Trunks? Definitely Bills and Whis. Definitely Bills and Whis. It has to be. I mean, if not Bills and Whis, then who else? I mean, Akira Toriyama hasn't really announced any other gods. So, from mere speculation, I would say, you know, Bills and Whis, without a doubt. I mean, who else are you going to fight, really? In terms of Super Saiyan God, unfortunately, Mr. Trunks, you cannot achieve that because you need the power of 6 pure-hearted Saiyans, and there are approximately 0 in your time. So, I think the farthest you can go is Super Saiyan 3, possibly if Super Saiyan 4 was canon or whatnot, but, Trunks in the future would never reach Super Saiyan God because how is he going to get the spirits and the power of 6 pure-hearted Saiyans? Would I want, to answer your second question, would I want a sequel? Hell yes. Dawn of the Dead needs a sequel. Nobody knew what happened once they got to that island, man. Zack Snyder did an amazing job doing this movie. I really do not understand why they're not doing another film. That movie was so great that it still stands the pinnacle of time in terms of zombie movies, man. And it's close to 10 years old, too. I mean, God. I remember when I was a kid, when I saw that shit on TV, I was like, I want to watch that shit. It looks so fucking awesome. To answer your third question, favorite songs would have to be either Stricken, or Down with the Sickness. But then again, there are a few. Well, I would have to say Stricken is my favorite by far. I like that song. To answer your fourth question, my thoughts on the police killing that dog. They shouldn't have shot that dog at all. What they should have done was release the guy real quick so he could put the dog away or whatever, or at least got the guy to do something along that nature, because by killing the poor animal, you know, I'm surprised the ASPCA and the World fucking Wild Fun didn't come after him for murdering that freaking dog, because they pretty much killed an animal for no reason. I mean, I understand the dog got aggressive, but did he attack? No. All he did was just get into battle position, but was he going to attack? Probably. But is it necessary to shoot the dog? No. That's what I thought was messed up, but... answer your last question. You want to fight? You got it. We just need to plan it out, like you said, and from there, we can just take it from there and go. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Eggnuggalago. Hi, Alex. Big fan. I love your Mind Wars video and all of your Dragon Ball Z videos. Okay, on to the questions. All right. Question 1. If Goku and Superman fused, would he be the strongest living thing in the universe? Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes, by far. Question 2. How come you didn't finish your playthroughs like Dead Island? Oh, very interesting question. Question 3. When are you going to make more Porn Stars Gone Wild video? They're really funny. Oh, you gotta wait for that one. I have something planned. Question 4. Have you played Batman Arkham City? If so, what did you think about it? Question 5. Alex, which games should I not buy this year? Final question. Have you heard about the American Holocaust? If not, go check it. Oh, the American Holocaust, eh? P.S. Fuck you, Alex! Oh, okay. Oh, screw you. You both are cool. Alright. P.S. Fuck everyone that hates Alex. Yes, I agree. P.S.S.S. I love you, Bear. P.S.S.S.S.S. Check out my channel at Canada64. Alright, thank you for your questions, man. To answer your first question, absolutely. Without question, Goku, Superman, strongest being in creation, period, end of story. That right there just sums it up. To answer your second question, I really didn't have time to play Dead Island like that. I'm going to finish it, but when if you smell, alright, when exactly will I finish it? I don't know, because I'm doing so many other things in advance, but I'm definitely looking forward to finishing that game. It was a great game, so I mean, why not? To answer your third question, just like I brought back the Battle Saga without anybody expecting it, I will bring back the Porn Stars Gone Wild, and you will see exactly what I will bring to the table. To answer your fourth question, I have played Arkham City, never finished it because obviously there were so many games that came out that time. So pretty much, it's a great game. I love it a lot. I think it's great, but can't wait for Arkham Origins to see what they're gonna do next. I mean, really. To answer your fifth question, which game should you not buy? That's a difficult question. I really don't know. I mean, the games I could say you should buy is WWE 2K14, Grand Theft Auto 5, Battlefield 4, Batman Arkham Origins, South Park The Stick of Truth, Watch Dogs, Dead Rising 3, Killzone. I would say Call of Duty Ghosts just to rip on it and then just... Actually, no, don't buy that game. That's pretty much that. And to answer your final question, I never actually knew about the American Holocaust, but now that you're timing this, I'm definitely going to go check it out because now I'm really curious to see if that's, well, exactly what happened. I mean, shit. But thank you for the information and thank you for the questions, man. On to the 10th millionth question, which is from Timeless19. Hey Alex, this is the first time sending a message to you, but if you didn't read it / post it on your video, that's fine, I understand, since you get hammered with questions. See, I don't get hammered, my good sir. I refuse to drink alcohol. No, I'm just kidding, I know what you mean. Alright, so on to the questions. Question 1, so, how's the chair? Fuck you! I'm done with your questions. On to the next question, which is from... I'm just kidding. Question 2, what is your favorite video game? Question 3, what do you think of the fact that Microsoft is going to spy on us with the Kinect? This is the reason why I'm not... Well, this is the reason why I'm getting PS4. Alright, question 4, have you ever seen Dragon Ball Absalon? Oh my god, what's with the Absalon questions today? Jesus Christ, I've seen Absalon. I fucking seen Absalon. Alright, question 5. If Teen Gohan were to be enraged enough, do you think he would become a Super Saiyan 3? Then again, it would have been cooler if he did it in a movie. Question 6. What the fuck's wrong with me? Alright, do you think the first Super Saiyan is the strongest god? If you answered it before, then you don't have to answer. I answered that so many times. Question 7. What do you think of this what-if story? Broly was causing a stir up in hell. Goku and Pikkon go down there to calm him down, but they see he's a Super Saiyan 3. Goku turns to a Super Saiyan 3. They both fight. Pikkon's down. Vegeta comes and turns to Super Saiyan 3. Then they fuse and becomes Gogeta Super Saiyan 3. However, Broly has another form, and it's Super Saiyan Devil. Oh my god. Where he took the energy from 6 pure evil Saiyans. That's all I got for now, I hope this gets in the next fan mail video. Oh yeah, P.S. Fuck you. Yeah, Jack! Alright, to answer your first question, screw you. I mean, this chair is, I mean, it's cushy, it's whatever, but it's just bad for my back because I keep leaning forward, you know? It's that, maybe that's my fault, but I don't know. This chair, it hurts my anus, and I really need like a softer chair, man. I need like one of those big ass, like, gaming chairs that cost like $10,000 and shit. The ones that you can like adjust. I don't know, man. Fuck. Alright, to answer your second question, what was my first video game? I believe it was either Kirby or Spyro the Dragon. One of those two. It definitely was. But it's been so long that I actually forgot. It's been ages, man. It's been legitly decades, so I can't really say for sure, but it had to have been one of those two. To answer your third question, I feel horrible about it, which is why I'm going to turn my Kinect over so it can face the wall every time I play, because honestly, I'm not going to care about the Kinect. I can care less about the fucking Kinect. I have no use for it. I mean, if I were to get the Kinect, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look at it, I'm like, you're not used to me then. Just probably throw it against the wall or some shit. But I don't really care about the Kinect, man. That shit is it's just a bunch of bullshit. I really hate how Microsoft wants to spy on you. Spy on you for what? Like, what reason do you have to spy on me? Who the fuck are you to spy on us? You know what I mean? Like, Microsoft just wants to make sure that, man, fuck y'all. We don't need to trade our freedom for security. Fuck that shit. That'll be the day if I have some bullshit Kinect shit watching me. You know what I'll do on purpose? I'll probably pull down my pants and start jacking off or rub my balls in front of that fucking Kinect. That way they just stop watching me or something. Fucking Microsoft. Damn it, you guys really fucked up on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. To answer your fifth question, I don't think it would have been cool at all because Gohan hit the pinnacle of Super Saiyans when he transformed into Super Saiyan 2. Why give him the glory of, you know, being the best character ever by allowing him to become a Super Saiyan 3 now? Like, everybody's gonna look at Gohan now as, you know, the most powerful thing ever because now he was able to hit not only 2 for the first time, but 3 as well, you know. I think 2 is enough, but I do think that eventually he should have hit 3 with his dad. That would have been pretty cool. To answer your sixth question, is the first Super Saiyan the strongest god? Whoever said he would have been a god in the first place? In terms of being a Super Saiyan, then yeah, he may have been the most powerful Super Saiyan, but in terms of a god, no, absolutely not. He was not even close to being a Super Saiyan god, I believe. To answer your last question, I do like the idea. I like it a lot. But I really hate how you said Super Saiyan Devil, because I understand that he always mentions, I am a devil. But the only reason why he says that is because, what is a devil? You know, that thing is something, it's something that, you know, pretty much personifies destruction or whatnot. So, but him, Super Saiyan 3 Broly versus Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta, you should have left it right there, because that right there would have been amazing to see. Goku goes down there, he fights, he loses. Vegeta goes down there, he fights, he loses. Broly's decimating everything. They can even show some villains getting destroyed. For example, Broly's not just beating up Goku, he's beating up Frieza, he's beating up Cell, he's beating up, you know, Janemba, he's beating up everybody. So it's kind of hard to settle him down. So Goku and Vegeta resort to their last technique, which is the fusion technique. They fuse, Broly fights, Broly loses, that's the end of Broly. Gogeta disintegrates him or something like that, and that's pretty much the end of that one. I would love to see that, but like I said, it ultimately isn't up to me or you, it's up to Akira Toriyama. But anyways, thank you for the questions, man, it really means a lot. On to the next question, which is actually in video format, and it is from...
Hello, Alex from Unreal Entertainment Gaming. This is Tyrant Gaming Entertainment here to bring you some questions for Fan Mail of the Week episode 30. Which, by the way, take a side note, congratulations on making it for 30 weeks for Fan Mails. I know it's been pretty hard for you, knowing how hard you work. And, you know, as a subscriber slash kind of a fan, I want to say thank you for, you know, bringing us all your videos, all your fan mails. I really appreciate it, and thank you for that. And I thank you for that, man. And also, you've reached, from what I know, you reached a little over 50,000 subscribers. 50,000. Wow, that is quite an accomplishment. I give you a clap to that, my friend. That is quite a deal. I wish I would get that much subscribers one day. I hope to get that amount one day at least. Yeah, so congratulations. Hope you're having a good day. So now let's get to the questions. So question one, how have you been? How's your week lately? How's life? And any ups and downs for you? You know. So I have 3 DBZ questions for you. Sorry, just kind of want to get them out of the way. So question one: if they were to make a fourth Broly movie, considering how kind of bad the second and third one went, considering how Broly died in the third, how would you, if you were to make, if Akira Toriyama asked you to give him an idea for the fourth Broly movie, studio premise, what would your idea be? Not only to somehow make Broly alive again, and if, would you give him a new Super Saiyan level, how the movie not suck, give your opinions on that. Second one is, what if Vegito could go Super Saiyan 3? Could, but Akira Toriyama never revealed it, and Vegito said, "Oh, Boo's is too not strong enough, to fight us in Super Saiyan 3," so they kept it there. What if, let's take Super Saiyan God out of the factor for a second, and say they're fighting Bills, and they're only and let's say they had a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito versus Bills, because he said Bills was 10 times stronger than Super Saiyan 2-ish Vegeta. What if they were Super Saiyan 3? You think that'd be more even? And what was my third one? Oh, what in your opinion is the worst DBZ game in that you've played? Personally, for me, it was Super Dragon Ball Z for the PS2. Oh god, that was awful. That was so bad. Oh my god, if you never played that game, please don't. Or if you're gonna play, just don't do it for the fact how bad it is. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, so question 4, I believe. So I was checking out your other channel, and Unreal Entertainment Studios. So I was wondering, Unreal Entertainment Studios, and I was wondering, how come you quit producing music and giving up rapping? You're pretty decent at it, pretty good at it. I was wondering why you give that up. Yeah, if you had a specific reason, I just wanted to know. Question 5. So, what you said you'd be getting a PS4 and an Xbox One. Are you actually getting both, or just getting like one console, to be just to use? And what's the first game you're gonna get, to play on it besides GTA 5? Oh wait, no, sorry, no. GTA 5 isn't. Is it? Yeah. What's your first game you're gonna buy to play? Yeah. Just take out. I forgot I said about the Grand Theft Auto. And last question: what would be the one thing you would change about the world, besides the Illuminati? Besides that, you have to give a legit another answer. Okay. So those are my questions for the week. I hope you're having a good day. Good luck with that. And this is Tyrant Gaming Entertainment. If you want to go to my channel, watch my vids, you can. I'm an upcoming YouTuber. If you want to look me up on Facebook, I'm there if you want to chat, and I'll see you next time. Alright, have a good day, Alex.
Tyrant Gaming Entertainment, thank you for your questions, dude. I mean, the whole sunglasses thing, I thought you were that dude from The Matrix. I'm like, yo, are you about to tell me that I'm living in some sort of like a dimension or something, and I'm gonna have to swallow some magical pill in order for like something to grow out of my ass so I can go back to my own time or something? I don't know. But anyways, to answer your first question, my ideas for a Broly movie. Damn. I mean, Broly. I think you can agree with me on this. Broly is such a deep character. Like, how would you utilize this? I would definitely follow up from the shitty movie of the third one, where he was in hell and he was causing a whole bunch of commotion, and King Kai had to send Goku and Pikkon down there to settle him down. The way I would do it is pretty much what Broly was doing was Broly was just wreaking havoc down there, destroying everything, just beating up other villains. Goku goes down there with Pikkon. Broly sees him. Broly attacks. Broly gets owned, right? Because Goku at this point is so fucking powerful. He can easily mop the floor with Broly. And let alone Pikkon. Pikkon's just laughing at Broly. He's like, you're not even a threat. So, at this point, Broly realizes that Goku is completely above Broly at this point. There's no way that Broly can even match up to Goku. So Broly's rage gets to him. Like, he keeps charging Goku, but every time he keeps charging him, Goku keeps putting him down, saying, just give up, you're not going to win. At that particular moment, Broly just snaps, right? And as he snaps, like, he just warps, like, he just transforms into a Super Saiyan 3. At this point, Goku, being either a Super Saiyan 1 or 2, gets his ass obliterated by Broly. Pikkon tries to step in, Broly crushes him, and as he's, you know, pretty much crushing Pikkon, he sees off in the distance Goku just transformed into a Super Saiyan 3. Goku charges him. They're having like this epic battle. Broly's just too much for Goku. He starts throwing Goku around, starts throwing him through freaking mountains and shit. Like, there's no way Goku can survive. Just right before Broly's about to finish off and kill Goku, as usual, there's an energy blast that hits Broly. It's Vegeta. Vegeta steps in. Vegeta's trying to take him on. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work. Goku goes back at it. Him and Broly are duking it out. At this point, I would follow up to what the last guy just said. Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan 3. They're trying to battle Broly. It's to no avail. Broly's just too much. At that particular moment, they try using fusion. And, I mean, I would introduce 3 different characters in this movie. Like, I would legitimately make a 2.5-hour movie if I was the creator. And the story would revolve Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, and Broly. Broly realizing that Goku stands no chance. Vegeta's just a pussy prince that pretty much can't even stand up for himself. They both hit Super Saiyan 3. They're trying to fight Broly off. Broly's too much. When they fuse as Gogeta, Gogeta doesn't kill him off right away either. Gogeta's kind of struggling here and there just to test Broly, you know, just to see where he, you know, stands in terms of that. At that particular moment, Gogeta is about to unleash the Big Bang Kamehameha. Broly unleashes his special, and pretty much like a tug-of-war goes on between both of their finishers. Gogeta, you know, pretty much taps into his power, annihilates Broly, and that's pretty much that, you know, like. But at that given moment, I would completely incinerate and just completely eradicate Broly, because if he gets killed again while he's already dead, he doesn't exist anymore. So I would have Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta finish him off. Personally, for me. To answer your second question, could Vegito go Super Saiyan 3 against Bills? See, that's something that I wanted from the get-go, you know? I wanted something like that because it would have proved so many points. Number one, it would have proved how strong Vegito is normally and as a Super Saiyan 1 and 2 against Bills. Then, on top of that, if somehow he would reach Super Saiyan 3 and battle Bills, that would be epic because Bills didn't even use 50% of his power against Super Saiyan God Goku, you know? Granted that Super Saiyan God, you know, Goku's powers are fairly new and he doesn't know how to use them. Regardless, I mean, he got his ass thrown around, like left, right, up, down. Like, Goku had no fucking chance, man. So I think a Vegito Super Saiyan 3 actually may be either on par with Bills, or it might be way above Bills. Definitely, it's not lower than Bills' energy. It's either on par with Bills or he's greater than Bills. To answer your third question, worst Dragon Ball Z game by far for me was Dragon Ball Z Sagas. That was fucking crap. To answer your fourth question, why did I stop doing music? I didn't really stop doing music. I just didn't have any time to, you know, make any songs because I'm doing Let's Plays, walkthroughs, you know, doing so many YouTube videos. I'm doing parodies, I'm doing vlogs, I'm working out, I'm going to wrestling practice, I'm wrestling, I'm working at the bank. Dude, the secret to everything that I'm doing is no sleep. I hardly get sleep. Do you know how painful that is sometimes? Staying up to the wee hours of the morning making videos, just, you know, it's a consistency that I've placed, and it's a bar that I've raised, you know, for every YouTuber. You know, I have set the bar to where if you want to be where you want to be, you have to work hard for it. And I believe, in my humble opinion, nobody works harder than me. If there's anybody that works harder than me, it's Paul, and it's probably Smosh. You know what I mean? It's just, like, I'm not trying to sound arrogant or cocky or whatever, but I put so much time into this. It's only been a year, and I already have close to 1,300 videos. Whereas there have been many YouTubers that haven't even hit that, you know, in their 6th year. You know what I mean? So, for me, I haven't stopped rapping at all. It's just on hold, just like many other things. I just wish that there was no such thing as sleep. Otherwise, I would be on here 24 hours a day. No sleep at all. To answer your fifth question, I believe, Xbox One and PS4, what games will I get for them? I will be getting them both on the same day of launch. But I'm really skeptical on Xbox One. Like, I know I'm gonna get it, but I'm skeptical on its hardware, if it's gonna spy on me and all that shit, because I really don't fucking like that shit. You know, I'm pretty sure you don't either. But in terms of games, Dead Rising 3 and Battlefield 4 for both games, for both systems, excuse me, along with Watch Dogs. Hell yeah, Watch Dogs is gonna be a fucking amazing game. So those three will be the 3 games that I'll be getting for the next gen consoles. And if you really want to know if these consoles are worth it, just wait for my review on it, because I mean, I'll be critical about it. If there's something I don't like, and if there's something that bugs me or bugs everybody, I'll just say it. So hopefully, man, I mean, hopefully these consoles step it up, because if they don't, man, I mean, did you know that we are gonna get a new set of consoles in 2018? Yeah, just throwing that out there. PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox come out in 2018. It's already confirmed. Yes, it's confirmed. I'm gonna say that again. PlayStation 5, new Xbox, come out 2018. Go look into it. I cried when I fucking saw that. I was like, wow, that is just way too early. And to answer your last question, one thing I would change about the world today, I would end violence if I had to do that. I would end disease. Actually, you know what? Yeah, disease. Everybody often dies via disease at such early ages. In such unexpected time periods. And what I mean by diseases, I mean AIDS, cancer, you know, malaria, smallpox, all that shit. Everything that has to do with a virus or a fungus or a pathogen, I would erase. There is no such thing as a disease on my planet, buddy. That's the one thing I would change if I was God. No diseases on my planet. But thank you for the questions, man. I greatly appreciate it. Whew. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. My name is Alex from Unreal Entertainment Gaming. Again, I apologize once again if I didn't answer your questions. I have a lot to do today, along with getting ready for my match on Sunday and whatnot, so I have a lot to prepare for, a lot to do. But like I said, guys, I really do want to make the longest episode of mine, my little Fan Mail of the Week. So in order for me to do that, I have to have 10,000 views on one of these videos, because that's actually going to encourage me to make the video, because now that I see that more and more people are watching it, the more I'm going to get inspired to do a longer video. But right now I have to get going because it's running late and I have to run some errands. My dog really wants to come in my room right now. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit it up with a thumbs up, rape and sodomize that thumbs up button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Favorite the video, guys. Help share the video, and I will be seeing each and every one of you guys later. Enjoy this hot summer day or night, wherever you may be from. God bless each and every one of you guys, and I'll be seeing you all in episode 31. Peace!